big trip coming up soon. Big fishing trip. Only got a couple of weeks left, and we're going to one of our favorite fishing spots in the entire world, maybe our favorite fishing spot in the whole world. I want to be able to, ideally, I want to be able to give one lure, one bait to every member that's going on the trip. Might be a tall order, who knows. I gotta start somewhere though, and here is what I have in mind. Let's see, can you see that? Yeah, look at that. That's the first jointed bait that I'm gonna try to make. I'm gonna try to make them in a rainbow trout pattern. This is more of a Rapala, kind of a Rapala looking lure. The wood that I chose though is a lot different than what the Rapalas are made out of. Usually they're made out of balsa wood, but man, I already cut this piece and I'm kind of dedicated now to doing this in African mahogany. This stuff is super hard. It was so difficult to cut this blank piece. I'm already halfway there. I guess not halfway there. I'm already at the beginning, but I can change wood, I guess. Not gonna. I already cut this. We're gonna go with it. Looks alright. I think I could redraw it again if I need to. Elmer's glue. Made from cows since 42. Now carving. Let's sand it close. I took the decal off so I could use it again. I just drew it on there. Drew the outline. Get it close to the outline now. I'm going to sand down the nose on this side to get a taper, and this side as well, and the same thing on the tail. I'm going to start to cut the joint, at least partial way. They're not the straightest things, but just got to go with it sometimes. Let's do it. Start to chamfer. This stuff is so hard. It's insane. Sandpaper time once again. Lower blanks would be easier, but it's pretty cool, handmade. Let's cut it. There it is. Broke. Nice. Smooth that out now. I need to cut on that line right there. Keep scoring it little by little till I get the exact line that I want. That will accept the wire. Just gotta bend that wire. Fits right there, right in the back. A little bit of glue at a time. I gotta pre-hook the connection of the joint with this piece, and I'm gonna have to spin it in the drill with this attached. Let's hope this works. Look at it. Nice connection piece. Let's get this end drilled out so we could get this connection piece in. I totally forgot to cut the slot for the lip. I don't know how this is gonna go, but let's try it. Might just be ruining my bait, so let's cut that out. Got it all shaped. Fits in real good. There it is. It's connected up. Let's put some hooks on it and get this thing into the water. Drop test. Not bad. Not bad for the jointedness. Let's paint it white first. This thing is legit. It's got all the parts that I'm gonna add, all the detail I'm gonna add to the fish. Let it dry and then get the detail of the fins on there. This is going to be probably for my pops, probably for my dad, and I want to personalize each of them, so I'm gonna add a little bit of a detail for each of the people that are going on the trip. I got about 8 lures to make. Hopefully I'll get better at painting by the end, but I'm gonna put a small trophy on this one and then put the fin over it like it's holding the trophy. That's a number one right there. I spiffed it up. Little gilt detail. Let's get the fin over the trophy. There it is. Look at the trophy. It's being held by the fin now. That looks really good. Number one dad. I don't think they have any more stickiness on them, so I'm gonna have to glue them. Black dots like the Rapala. Alright. Epoxy. Probably just do a couple coats. Coat it up. Let's let it dry, then we'll give it one more. There it is, all packaged up. Got these boxes, felt lined it. It's got a little bit of stuffing holding the lure in. It looks perfect. Look at that. I'm under the gun here to get all these lures done by the time we go on our trip. It's only a week out, less than a week, 5 days out, and I got 5 more lures to make. This is one of them that I've been wanting to make for a long time. I don't even know if it'll work. So balsa wood, and there it is. Look at that. It's gonna be a trout 3-piece swim bait. I don't know if it'll work. We're gonna see. Let's get to, what are we doing first? Cutting this bad boy out. And I'm gonna use this stencil later. If I ruin the first go, maybe I'll try a different wood. This is balsa wood. I do want it to float, and small as this is, with the amount of hardware that I'm gonna put in it and the hooks, it's gonna sink if I don't use anything other than balsa wood or something really light. So let's cut it out, get it onto here. There it is. Rough outline. That's all it takes. Oh man, it dives in really. Okay, there, yep, whoa. Let's not go too far. There we go. File time. Come on. I gotta get some sort of a mask. I know that. That's coming up. I drew out the lines for the cuts, and it'll be at a little bit of an angle to cut the different pieces. There we go. Let's do it. It's sort of working. If I just go slow, I think it might work. And chamfer the head down. Kind of narrow it down on the head and definitely on the tail too. Let's get to that. Chamfer's drawn. There it is. Let's get to carving. What's a good word for it? Soft? More sanding, you know that. All smooth. So let's cut it. Let's cut it into those 3 pieces. Camera shut off, but look at that. Got them cut. All 3 pieces. I also coated them in the super glue. So what are we back to doing? Back to sanding. We gotta connect them. So I got some pretty thin wire. We're gonna get this going. It's even thinner than the other wires I've used for the lures, other lures that I've made in the past. This one, a lot thinner, a lot more malleable. Let's try to get a connection piece between the tail and the mid body. We're only going to use one connection piece, and hopefully there won't be too much wobble. That's a tiny connection. I'm so scared to drill into this wood, but it's going to have to be done. Let's do it. Got a little piece of wire into that hole, and it's sticking out just enough to make an indent in this other piece. Oh. It's got wobble. It's got wiggle. The pieces move. Alright, I cut out these 3 small pieces of balsa wood. It was a really flat piece of wood. I was able to put some super glue on them and form them into some really tiny fins. So let's go ahead and add that. Sanded and ready. Looking good. Got the holes plugged up. Let's get a white base coat. We got it with some gray. I think it might be a little bit too much gray, but let's try it out, see what happens. Let's throw a pink stripe on that thing. There it is. It's kind of tough to paint and video at the same time, but we got a good little coat there. So let's put the dots on. Epoxy time. It's drying already. Forgot to turn the camera on. So hopefully we can get it coated. Still have one more piece. The world's smallest trout swim bait. So good. I think it came out pretty dang good, if I do say so myself. It's pretty, yeah, it is. Look at that, it's beautiful. Oh man, really captures that trout effect, that rainbowness across the middle. It's got that stripe, put a little bit of gill action. Got a fin in there. Actually, those fins, those are raised fins. I glued small little fins onto that. This thing's looking pretty sharp. This one's for the wife. Love you, babe. Here's the big reveal. Everybody has their box. Let's open them all at once. The big reveal. Look at them, guys. All the work. What, we got an open one. Let's see. My brother's first. What is that?
Dude, that's legit.
You might have to get it away from that packaging, but look, we got another one. There's from my dad. Number one dad. He has the number one dad trophy.
Oh yeah.
He has the number one dad trophy. We got an iPhone right here. Almost got some cool lashes. What'd you get? Flag. Awesome. Liz, look at that. The killer swim bait.
Yay.
Bugman. What does he have? What is that?
Let me see everybody's.
He's holding the other side of the controller, so you can't really see it. But it was a full controller. You could see the other joystick end of it.
That is
Yes.
so cute. I don't
There we go. Lures for the family. Legit. I make no promises if they will work or not. They're all prototypes. They're my first lures I made, so be kind.
Dude, they look legit though.
Thank
I
you.
don't want to use it. What if I lose it, man?
There it is. The origin of the key fob lure. Yes, it all came from a joke from this lure and how it swims, just like a key fob. I didn't weigh it, didn't put any weight in it at all, so that's what we're gonna have to do now to get this thing to stop swimming flat, and we needed to get to swimming upright. Let's get the rotary tool. I'm gonna make a small hole in this middle section. I really don't want to mess up the paint, but I do want to get this thing fishing right, so let's get to it. Let's weigh this thing. Let's fill it with some lead now. But look at that. That is a piece of titanium drop shot weight. I cut the end off of it, and I figure it's going to give me a little bit more weight than lead, so I'm going to use that in the hole. Let's cover it. Baking soda, a little bit of glue, and just hope it looks decent. It does sink. Wow. It's crazy. It has enough to sink it. That tungsten wasn't messing around. Did you get a little bit of action at least?
Yeah.
Let's try one more. Look at it. It doesn't come in the top of the water, like right there. There it goes. If you impart a little bit of action too to it, it really works. Get one more. See? Right there. Yeah, that looks good. 3-piece. Nice.
That's
Very
good.
first 3-piece trout swim bait. I thought it was going to be more of a top water, but it sinks. Still works good. Let's try to catch one with it. Do you see
Got
this? Guys, this is the lure. This is the swim bait I made Mrs. E. No way it catches a rainbow trout. Liz.
A nice big
rainbow.
Babe.
Rainbow trout in its mouth.
Woo!
No way. I don't want him to jump. Please no. Come on. Come on. Please no. Come on. Turn your head. Come on. I'm gonna bring him up over here with Shella. Liz, I just did it.
Yay!
Wait, don't speak too soon. Come on. Yes. 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 Oh yeah, look at that. That is it, guys. Pulled out of here. That's a big trout too, and it went for it. That's what I made for Mrs. E. That was the beginning of the key fob joke. That's what began the key fob lure. That is it right there. It swam like crap the first time. I re-weighted it, and it got a fish. So awesome, Liz. It did it. So good, guys. Look at that lip rip the crud out of him. Oh man, That's keeper size, but I mean, we already have so many. I think we're just gonna let him go, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't want to get hooked. That is amazing. What a catch. I cannot believe it. That is too good. Okay, let's get him back in. I'm squeezing him too hard. Sorry, dude. Oh, man. What a trout. What a trout. Thank you. So sweet. It worked. We did it.
Yeah.
Crushed it with the lure. That was amazing, guys. We might just have to end it right there, honestly. I don't know if it's gonna get any better than that. That's it. It actually works. Rip it up. That is an amazing lure. That's the first I've seen of a wooden swim bait like that. A rainbow trout. Let's see this thing. Oh, that is so good. Yes. Let's get all this junk out of here. Oh man, that is the lure, guys. That is the lure. Caught rainbow trout right here. So good. It actually works. I made that myself. Look at it in all its glory. I could retire it now. I can't believe it actually held on too, Liz. I was so scared that it wasn't gonna hold on. These are little screw eyes that screwed right into balsa, and honestly, it's not deep inside of here. Oh my goodness, that was amazing. What a catch.
Good
Yes.
craftsmanship.
Amazing. We did so good today. This is an amazing video. I can't believe it. This is one of the best catches of my entire life. I'm not gonna lie. Out of this lake, this is a public lake. It's not like it's stocked just for people to privately fish. Anybody could come here and fish. And I came here with a lure that I made. This is Mrs. E's lure, actually, babe. This is yours. I'm gonna have to give it back to you. And maybe you could catch one with it now.
Yeah.
But if you guys enjoyed this one, you want to see more lure videos, more fishing videos from here at Big Bear, all over Southern California, subscribe to the channel. Have a wonderful day and be well. Peace.